heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I've loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything.
Can you take it back?
You can hold hands.
No returns, mate.
Get me crying. Well, very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful Quantock Lakes on this very special day for John and Hayley. I know that it means a great deal to them both that dear friends and family can be here today to share in their happiness and to celebrate their wonderful new life together as husband and wife. So would the bride and groom remain standing with Gary? All other guests may be seated. Thank you. Right, Gary, just come this way, Tad. That's it. You can hold your lovely bride's hand for moral support. So before we begin, I'm going to introduce myself and my colleague. I'm Kay. It's my great pleasure to be here for you both today. More importantly, the boss is Deb, and she's here to ensure that this ceremony is a legal one and will record your marriage into the register for all time. So the ceremony begins with an ancient custom that is still honoured today, and that is the giving away ceremony. And Hayley, by your side today, as always, is your wonderful dad, looking proud on the day that you've become a bride. And he's here with you to support you and give your heart away to the man that you have chosen to take care of you forever from this day forward. So Gary now authorises John to remove spiders, do all repairs and all the things that dads do usually. But I've got an important question for you today, Gary. Gary, do you give Hayley's hand in marriage to John and wish them well on their journey through life together?
I do.
Thank you. You may be seated. And if he said no, you just carry on anyway. Now I have to tell you about this room in which we are now met. It has been duly sanctioned according to the law of this country for the celebration of marriages. John and Hayley, you have found in each other happiness, fulfillment, and most important of all, you have found love. Everything in your relationship has led to this moment and converged here and now. And as a consequence of this, you now wish to affirm your relationship and offer each other the security which comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. Marriage is a promise that will deepen and enrich every facet of your life together. Happiness is fuller, memories are fresher, and commitment is stronger. In order to proceed, I must now ask if any person here present knows of any lawful impediment why they should not be joined in matrimony. You should declare it now. No coughing, very good, very well behaved. So what we're going to do now, we're going to check that you're all at the right wedding, And we're going to ask John to give us your full name, please.
Jonathan Michael Weller.
Thank you. And Hayley, your full name.
Hayley Louise Thomas.
Thank you. No one's leaving, so you're at the right place and we're at the right place. So the marriage ceremony firstly requires that the couple declare they are free to marry. They then make their marriage contract together, witnessed by all of you, their family and friends. They then exchange rings as a symbol of their love and their commitment to each other. So that's how things are going to go. But John and Hayley, before you pledge yourselves to each other in marriage, it's my duty to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you are about to make. Marriage means the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. And when two people pledge their love and care for each other in marriage, they create a unique spirit. It's this spirit that will bind you closer than any spoken or written word ever can. So I'm now going to ask each of you to declare that you know of no lawful reason why you may not be joined in matrimony to each other. It sounds serious, but it's very easy. John, we're going to start with you. I'm going to practice on you first. Nothing much to do here, except at the end of this question, I'm going to ask you to reply, I am, but only if it's true. Okay? Are you, Jonathan Michael Weller, free lawfully to marry Hayley Louise Thomas?
I am.
And the same for you, Hayley. The answer is I am, but only if it's true. Are you, Hayley Louise Thomas, free lawfully to marry Jonathan Michael Weller?
I am.
Thank you. Entering into marriage is a personal decision, but a large part of its importance is in its public recognition by others. Therefore, in front of the people gathered here today, John and Hayley will make their verbal marriage contract with each other to seal their love and their life together. To do this, we need two very important people. They are the official witnesses, Sarah and Daniel. So wherever you are, I'd like to ask you to come forward and stand either side of the bride and groom. Okay. So, welcome witnesses. So you've got the very important job of hearing the verbal marriage contract being made, and later you will sign on behalf of everyone here today to say that you've heard those words. Okay? Right, so what I'm going to do, John and Hayley, I'm going to ask you to turn and face each other and take each other's hands, because these are the hands of your very best friend, and just feel the love for you on this day, your wedding day. So, we're going to practice on John again first. We're going to repeat after me, John, that I need to speak directly to Hayley. Otherwise, you'll be marrying me. That won't be good for you. I can promise you. Okay? So, repeat after me, but speak directly to Hayley. I, Jonathan Michael Weller.
I, Jonathan Michael Weller.
Take you, Hayley Louise Thomas.
Take you, Hayley Louise Thomas.
To be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
And Hayley, the same for you. I, Hayley Louise Thomas.
I, Hayley Louise Thomas.
Take you, Jonathan Michael Weller.
Take you, Jonathan Michael Weller.
To be my wedded husband.
To be my wedded husband.
So stay holding hands then, looking lovingly into each other's eyes, as you do in the morning over your cocoa pot. Because I'm hoping the answer to the next question will be I do. So John, do you take Hayley to be your lawfully wedded wife, promising to love and cherish her through joy and sorrow, and nurture her throughout all the seasons of your life together?
I do.
Hayley, do you take John to be your lawfully wedded husband, promising to love and cherish him through joy and sorrow, and nurture him throughout all the seasons of your life together?
I do.
Well done. Look at one another and just remember this moment in time, because it is a fleeting matter. And shortly we will say a few words that take you across a threshold in life. And things between you will never quite be the same, in a good way. Because after today, you will both say to the world, this is my husband and this is my wife. Right, witnesses, your job is done. Are you happy that you've heard the legal words?
Yep.
We can make them do it again. Is that up to you?
No, I think you're fine, mate.
Okay, take a seat. Thank you very much. So John and Hayley, you have now declared that you are free to marry. And you've made your marriage contract together, witnessed by everyone here today. We've now come to the part of the ceremony where you exchange your wedding rings. The wedding ring is a symbol of married love, and the precious metals within those rings show that your love is your most precious possession. And the unbroken circle symbolises that your love will never end. And may these rings remind you always of the vows that you are taking here today. So, could Matthew please step forward with the ring? And what I'd like you to do, John, is to take your bride's ring out of that box. Thank you, Matthew. If you just take a seat again for a moment. Multitasking required here. Because I'm going to ask you to place that ring on the tip of the third finger on the left hand, just on the tip, and hold it there while you make your vows to Hayley. Okay? Yeah? Right, repeat after me, John. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of our love.
as a sign of our love.
I promise to be faithful,
I promise to be faithful,
loving and loyal
loving and loyal
for always,
for always,
to cherish you
to cherish you
through good times and bad,
through good times and bad,
and to respect and honour you.
to respect and honour you.
Ring is on, ladies and gentlemen at the back. It's not coming off. Right, Matthew, could you please show on the screen? So again, Hayley, if you'd like to take that ring. Thank you, Matthew. Your work is done. Place that ring on the tip of the third finger on the left hand and just hold it there while you make your vows to John. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of our love.
as a sign of our love.
I promise to be faithful,
I promise to be faithful,
loving and loyal
loving and loyal
for always,
for always,
to cherish you
to cherish you
through good times and bad,
through good times and bad,
and to respect and honour you.
and to respect and honour you.
And pop that ring. So, John and Hayley, there are things that you cannot know before you experience them. No study can prepare you for the joys or the trials ahead of you, because nobody else's love, nobody else's marriage is like yours. It's a road that you can only learn by walking it, a dance that you cannot be taught. It's a song that did not exist before you began together to sing. And in the darkness, you will reach out a hand, not knowing for certain if anyone else is even there. And your hands will meet, and you will never be alone ever again. And ladies and gentlemen, could I ask you all to stand, if you can. So John and Hayley, all the hard work is done. You've made the declarations required by law, and you've made solemn and binding promises to each other in the presence of your family, your witness and your friends. May you treasure this trust and responsibility, and may your life together be full of much love, happiness and laughter. It gives me enormous pleasure to declare to the world that you are now indeed husband and wife, and you may kiss your gorgeous bride and be happy.